So, my dear friends, today we are going to talk about the need to stay prepared for multiple waves and variants in terms of science and technology. Recent developments or research studies are being conducted by the various scientists or researchers. So, in that context, we are going to talk about today's topic is the need to stay prepared for multiple waves and multiple variants. So nowadays it is in the news like Delta variant, then there is one more also called. There are two variants: Alpha variant, then Delta variant. Alpha variant name is given like that B117, then Delta is like B1617.2. So in coming slides we'll go through it. So what it talks about. So here they are trying to say the slowdown in the daily cases has been mainly due to strict lockdowns in many states, with the Alpha and Delta variants widely present across the country, and the positivity of the new variants with higher transmissibility getting imported or emerging in India cannot be rule out the possibility of the third wave appearance to the or to be real. It means what they are trying to tell in coming days, like first wave came, we anyhow come out from that. But now we are in this second wave, and there are the chances of multiple waves. So as per the total positivity rate and the new cases are being recorded in various states, so there are chances of third wave, so we should be prepared for that. So as per the researcher, we should be ready for it. So what here they are trying to tell, as per their research, the 7-day test positivity rate is about 7%. Effective reproduction rate is at 0.68. So I think as a nation, once one can say that the wave is in decline, but with a 1,30,000 cases and 2,500 to 3,000 deaths every day. So cases like positivity rate has come down, and death rate is not that much. This is the rate is given as average rate, 3,000 in between, but it may be more. So we cannot deny that the seriousness of the virus. So we should be very serious, and we cannot be careless, or we cannot be say like that we are coming out from this second wave. As of now we are in the at the peak or declining stage of the second wave. So there are large states still registering a significant number of cases with TPR over 15% total positivity rate, as Karnataka, then Kerala, Tamil Nadu, then Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, and Odisha. Then there are smaller states with high total positivity rates such as Goa, Manipur, then Nagaland, then Sikkim, Meghalaya, and the Northeast cluster. So when the second wave started or emerged in the central state like Maharashtra and all, but now it has spread over the northeast areas also, then southern areas also. So maybe because of the, we can say, carelessness and the one point, we can say the negligence of everyone. We'll go ahead with the, so what steps we need to take to, we cannot avoid or we cannot stop that third wave, but the measures can be taken to save the lives or comorbidities. Our aim is at to reduce the fatalities. We cannot stop that wave. It is inevitable, and we need to stay prepared for the nth wave and the zth variant. It means there will be n number of waves, and there will be till the z or plus z plus variants. We cannot predict anything as of now. As per this current situation, nothing can be predicted. We have to stay prepared for outbreaks for the foreseeable future. With accelerated vaccination, we can fight back and turn a peak into a bomb. It means we can overcome this situation, we can fight it back, but with the proper measures, with proper precautions that should be at place. Like that, researchers are guiding us. So, there are four stages or criteria are suggested by the researchers. What they're trying to tell, the following four prerequisite criteria are necessary to declare or face the third wave. What are these four criteria? We'll see one by one. So the second wave should have been contained, which means that the reproduction number is below 1 or 2 weeks. The second, the low rate of the infection has to be sustained for at least 1 month. It means researchers are trying to tell the second wave or the rate of the reproduction should be low, or there should be the one gap of at least 1 month. There should not be any kind of case or any positive case. Then only we can, after 1 month, if there is any patient is there or any case is there, then we can say the third wave is in present. See, third, see if cases are increasing steadily for over 2 to 3 weeks, and finally check if cases are increasing steadily after crossing the basic effective reproduction number of 1.5. So we have to see, wait and watch what is coming ahead. So 40%, as per the estimated data or as per the vaccination data, what is the situation in India? How many people are infected? How many are not infected? How many are away from the basic facilities? So the if we see at our Indian demography, 40% of the Indian population is in 0 to 18 years. It means close to 50% our population is at the age of 0 to 18 year or age group, for whom we do not have any vaccine available yet. So for them we do not have vaccine yet available, and those who are the pregnant women, we are restricting them to get vaccinated because of these side effects of the vaccination. Or those who those pregnant women, they are carrying one small baby in their stomach, so it will infect or affect their health as well as the baby's health, and those consequences are not yet studied properly. So we cannot vaccinate those who are pregnant women. If we can get Pfizer vaccine for those aged 12 to 18 years and for pregnant women, and Covaxin gets approved for kids, that will be big help to the immunization strategy. It means when the, because see, only Sputnik V we have approved, but Pfizer and Covaxin is not yet approved in India because of the scientific or laboratory test. When we are importing tests or vaccine from outside India, we are testing in our labs also, because suppose people from the Europe or USA, they have the different type of or different kind of immunity level. In India we have different, in South Africa it will be different, so that should match to our Indian human cells, or we can say the immunity. Otherwise it will create the different consequences, and which will be lead to the fatalities or some kind of virus, like we have observed the mucormycosis. It is because of this vaccine also, because some people are capable to accept or cope up with that new virus injected in your body, but some weak people, like those who are with the diabetics or TB, or those who are undergoing many different surgeries, so it will affect this new vaccine. So we have to test it. So because of that, if we get it tested or approved, it will be well and good. So next option is that, like we have to think about it, because the after the lockdown or the spread of second wave, or at the start of the first wave also, there was the transition happen in the urban and rural, like those workers, laborers, or street vendors, hawkers, many people, they migrated back to their own place. Like those who came from the rural areas, they again went back. After the first wave, again they started migrating back to the urban areas or city areas, metro cities. So again, after during the second wave, lockdown happened. So from the March onwards, again people started migrating back, and because of that transmission, virus also has transmitted and transferred from the urban area to rural area. So we should keep in mind while having strategy to cope up with this kind of situation. So for urban poor and rural areas, we need mobile vaccination, door to door campaigns, seeking buy in from religious and the community leaders. So what author is trying to tell, we should have the mobile vaccination, in the sense we should have the mobile vans, in that we can carry the vaccine with the small refrigerators to store it and vaccinate it. Then we should go door to door, because in city areas it is possible to go door to door, but in rural areas it is not that much easy, but it can happen, because at the village, as center of the village, we can go there where panchayat is there. So people who are nearby, they can come, like how they are coming for the OT or election, during the elections they are coming. So we can call them, we can give advance notice, they will be available there. So like that. Then in city areas we can go door to door and conduct the vaccination campaigns. Then we can take the help of the religious leaders. They can persuade the people to come and get vaccinated. Then community leaders, like our representatives, MPs, MLS, or any NGO entrepreneurs, we can take the help from them. Then and and vaccine clinics in front of the places of religious gatherings like churches, temples, mosques, and all other places we can call them. Employers encouraging and providing vaccination to the employees, like any big techs or small techs also like that. Big companies are there, institutions are there, universities are there, schools, colleges. We can persuade people to come take vaccination for staff, students, employees, employers. Everyone can come. We have to encourage them to take vaccination. Even supporting and ensuring the vaccination of all the households help in urban metros goes a long way. People with comorbidities and special health conditions should have a priority. Like people those who are in need. Like yesterday there was one campaign to get vaccinated for those who are trying to immigrate to other countries for study purpose, for job purpose, or whatever it is. Those who have applied for visa and all and approved. So those who are in priority, those are like our old age people or with the those who are with comorbidities, like they are facing some issues like TB, diabetics and all. So we should give them priority and let them get vaccinated. And then those who are at the normal stage or at the infected stage, we can give them in the next stage. Like that, it should be proper plan. So as per the author. So the digital divide in the we can say just 1 second. See, as per the government norms or new policies, what they're trying to say, you register yourself and then come for the vaccination. So for everyone, it is not possible. Those who are with the smartphones or internet connection or laptops, tablets, or whatever it is with the tech accessories, they are able to come or register themselves, and they are not sure if they are going to register, they will be get vaccine. No, there is no surety. But as per this requirement, it is not possible. So there is a one kind of digital divide, and it has created barrier by the government which worsen the existing health inequalities. So there should be the, like, see, if you say, in I'm just giving example, if you ask people while voting, you register yourself and then come for voting, how much people or how many people will be happily come there? Very few. So because even that time also the condition will be same, the registration, and everyone knows and very well aware about the government websites, how it works. It takes long time to open it, and at the one time if the many people are accessing one website, it takes long time to open and access it. So now there is one website, Covaxin or co-win something website is there. So suppose everyone started registration, so there will be load on that website and no one will be able to do their work or registration effectively or easily. So that situation has worsened. So India is a global leader in conducting vaccine or vaccination campaigns. These are done by bottom-up approach for micro-planning to include all the eligible beneficiaries without missing a single person. So India is capable, but this kind of digital divide should be taken away. So then only it is possible. So far, since surge in cases was first in big cities in both the first and second wave. So during the first and second wave, the metro cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, then Bangalore, these are big cities. So here we saw the big surge in the cases because of the population, and there was no proper distance in the people. So because of that, our high density, it has happened. So India has so far not undertaken any large scale real world study to understand the effectiveness of the two vaccines against the alpha and delta variant. So see, variant is there and it is mutating, and we are not able to predict in next level what will happen, because alpha and delta are being seen in only India. We are correlating it with the UK variant and South Africa variant. That is a different part, but it is very dangerous and very, it is spreading very fast. So there is no proper study on that. What kind of that virus is and how we can deal with it, because whatever the vaccine is available, it is applicable for the first coronavirus. So the new variants, there is no proper vaccine or there is no proper study. So it should be happen. So next is that what action should be taken, what action we can take. So we have to do careful studies of vaccine versus variant interface and understand the immune escape properties of emerging variants. So we have to study the virus. It will take time, but we'll be able to understand the variants of virus. Then we can vaccinate the people or work on it. But as of now, first wave there was different virus, second wave there is a different virus. So we have to study it. Then we have to design studies to make sure if we need another booster dose of the vaccine. It means after the studies, we can come to know that what kind of vaccine is required, which vaccine will be effective on that virus. So these studies are required. Then we get one before vaccine include immune veins. Then there are still big unknowns and the uncertainties in the pandemic that we need to first recognize and then prepare for it. So we have to study because there is no other option for that. Then only we can go ahead. So thank you so much for watching this video. We will come with new videos with other developments in the science and technology, then international relations, daily current news, and many more. We are here with new initiative like all important news like national news, international news, and economy news. in MP3 every day. You can go to our channel, or you can get link in this description box below with all the details. On one click you will be able to access our channel. You can join our Telegram channel where you will get downloadable MP3 news. So thank you very much. Stay safe. Take care. Bye bye. See you in the next video.